Hello and welcome back to another video at Take Refuge 3D with me, Peter. What can you see on screen? You can see this demo file from Blender called Jiggly Pudding. And this pudding is not animated, but it is using a simulation and geometry nodes to get this jiggly effect, which you can imagine the kind of things that that will lead to, because it means that you can make a little node setup and you don't have to animate something like this. It just wiggles every time it moves. That's fantastic. Now, don't ask me how this works because, well, I do know that this node here and this node here are new, simulation input and output. And I believe that lets you simulate things based on position or time. Um, Now, I haven't delved into geometry nodes since they changed it. I did spend a long period of time building a procedural building simulator in geometry nodes. And then when Blender got updated, they changed the way that geometry nodes works. So not only did that just break my knowledge of geometry nodes that I'd spent all that time learning, but it broke my building generator as well. So I got a little bit huffy about it and I haven't touched it since. But I think things are getting more stable now. I guess Blender had to do that to make the ability to expand geometry nodes, and I guess in a decent way, so that we could end up with things like this. Now, this is awesome. This is one of the demo files that they released with the new release of Blender. You can download it from the Blender website. And next up, we've got uh, they released a asset pack of base meshes, which is really cool. You can download these as well. They're not in Blender, but they're really cool. You can use these as a start for sculpting. And the way that ZBrush comes with a base mesh, I guess, and you've even got little teethies here. Let's delete a tooth. And now we've got a toothless teeth. Anyway, this is a really cool pack. And I do want to have a look at one of the other features, which is the one that I'm more excited about, which is that apparently there's a new UV packing system, which is in Blender. So this looks all packed up here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, I guess it will be under here, and pack islands. Let's see how this goes. Okay, we've got rotation. All right, let's give this one a go and see what it does. That's pretty good. Let's go back a step. Let's see if we can mess with the settings again. What have we got? Let's try this other one. Convex. Closest Udem. Okay. It's pretty good. It's better than what there was before. So let's go to concave again, scaled. We'll give it the ability to rotate. Pretty good for. Let's just compare it to UV Packmaster 3. Um, we'll stick heuristic on and turn rotation off. So we've got the same kind of settings. I think, what was Blender's one? Where is it? UV Pack Islands. 0.0, 0.005. So let's match that. Okay. 0.005. Okay. Let's pack that. Okay. And then what does Blender do? Just want to sort of compare these two. Pack Islands. Yep. They're kind of much of a muchness to some degree. That's pretty cool. No, we had rotation on in Blender, so let's enable rotation and see what happens here. Try it again. It's hard to tell because Blender doesn't give you feedback like you have down here of how much percentage of the space is used, or does it? So let's pack islands. No, it doesn't really give you feedback, but I think that's doing pretty good. Like that's cool. I still think Packmaster's slightly quicker and slightly better, but it's obviously a paid add-on, and now that's a default part of Blender. It would probably de-incentivize a lot of people from paying for that add-on. You know, for I would say I don't know how it gets with really complex objects. Let's like do a smart. Let's get these teeth. And let's just go UV smart UV project. Okay, and you wouldn't normally do this, but let's pack this with that. Okay, that's pretty well packed. Okay, now let's go back a step and let's see the blender. It does take a little bit longer. I think it does take a little bit longer, and it's still pretty well packed. Actually, let's just... But even... Actually, let's give it a bit of a run for its money. Let's unwrap everything. So let's see when it comes down to crunch time, and let's just unwrap everything and all into one island, maybe. This is going to take a little while. Okay, so we got everything. Let's go UV and smart UV project everything. Okay, so now we've got a ton of stuff, and let's select it all, and let's see what Blender can do. And I'm gonna expect there's going to be a little bit of waiting time here, but we'll go here. We'll turn rotate on. Yep. Okay. 1, 2, 3. That's pretty good. It's... Yeah. Wow. And let's give this one a go. And it's saying... I think it's a bit it's a little bit slower, but I think it's better. I think the algorithm on Packmaster is better. That looks better. I don't know. It's really hard to tell. Hang on, we got this. And there's some gaps here. And let's give this one a go. Yeah, Packmaster does a better job. It definitely does a better job. But still, free with Blender. Now, one other thing that they released was they released a bunch of demo files, but I really like this one. This is cool. It's like a water simulation almost. And you can see the potential here with particle effects. This is done with icospheres or whatever. I don't know what the limitations are of before it explodes your computer, but once again done with the new simulation nodes. And I can see 2 node groups here, and this one appears to be the one that's doing the simulation because it's got the simulation input and output, and once again not big amounts of node groups to get this result. So obviously this is something that could really replace imagine having particle effects and the large sphere being a boat. You'd get like ripples in the waves and things like that, which previously you would have needed something like to fake it with some kind of animation using dynamic weight painting, or simulating it with something like an add-on, like flip fluids or something like that, this is cool. Default Blender. So anyway, that's my video. Bit of a ramble, but I hope you enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe, and press the bell notification so you get updated on when I put a new video out.